Good morning, garden warriors. We had another, as my mom would say, a rockabutzer. I think that's a Pennsylvania Dutch thing. Even though my mom was Italian, my dad was Pennsylvania Dutch, so she picked. You can't live here in Berks County without picking up the accent. Anyhow, let's take a walk down to the garden and see how things are going. It stormed really hard again last night. We got a ton of rain. The swimming pool is in need of being drained, and I can hear the stream out back raging away. Of course, it's Tuesday morning and I'm getting ready for auction. I take my produce in to sell it 3 times a week. And as you can see, the Nawats need to be picked. They ripen fast. These all need to be picked. I picked this side yesterday, and as you can see, there's probably quite a few in here that could be picked. Oh yeah, look at that. It's ready. It don't take long when you got hot days. So I gotta get these off and get them to auction. Here we got the Glencoes. This is a purple raspberry. Not very big. It's supposed to be a cross between a black and a red. They have a good flavor. Here we have a yellow raspberry. This is called Double Gold. And that's a nice size raspberry. I'll size that up with my thumb. Over here and out of control, we have a red raspberry that comes in the fall. I mow them down to the ground, and I'm gonna mow some more of this all out of here. But look, here's some floricanes that have some fruit on them. Floricane is a last year's cane that came up and wintered over. But all these that are coming up to the wire are primicanes, which is a first-year growth, and they'll fruit in the fall. Get in here. I can see the deer have been in here. The weeds are nipped, and they're hard on raspberries too. Deer, so voracious. Uh-oh, this don't look good. This is probably got a borer in it or something. I don't know, but it's snapped off. Let's take a look and see what the problem is. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks like something was in there. Well, I'll put that there for now. You can see we had so much water come down the rows that it eroded the mulch out. It's all piled up down here at the bottom. I have some more yellows over here. This variety is called Annie, I think it is. And that's a yellow too. Look, that's got some damage on it. Can't sell that. Well, here's a nice one. Well, they're good. They're alright, but I think they taste better in the fall. The fall ones will be on the primicanes, the first-year canes. So these, see how these are terminating, and they're getting flowers on them already. This cane came up this spring, and the ones that are fruiting now are from last year. Then here we have Joan Jay. These need to be picked too. Everything's so wet. I hate picking when they're wet. And same thing with these. These first year canes, they came up this spring, will terminate and get fruit on the tips this year, yeah, late summer. Look at this wall of teasel I have growing here. I had one plant here a couple years ago and I decided to let it go, and well, it dropped its seeds obviously all over the place, and now I got a wall of it. I like it because it attracts butterflies and it's kind of cool looking, even though it looks a little invasive. If I can keep it right here at the edge of the berries, that's fine. That'll be beautiful. Those will all turn purple on the tops when it flowers, and there'll be butterflies all over that, so it'll be really cool. Another row of Joan Jay. Then here we're getting into the blackberries. Oh look, I actually have one that's black. Hanging on there pretty good though. You see, a blackberry doesn't pull the core out like a raspberry. That's good. I didn't think they'd be ready yet, but I can see by the end of the week, I think maybe by Saturday, I should have a decent amount. Once they start turning red, it don't take long. These are in bad shape. The deer were really hard on them, and I had a little disease in here also. This variety is called a Washita. You can see there's going to be a nice amount of berries on there. Tried growing Ponca here. It's difficult. It's difficult. It just doesn't want to. It's too cold here for Ponca. That's and the same with Primark Freedom. It's tough to winter these canes over here in Pennsylvania. They're prone to disease, and the fall crop on the Prima canes usually comes in so late we lose 99% of it to frost. So I think I'm going to rip out the Primark Freedom, rip out the Ponca, and put in something that does work well for me. I believe this is Natchez. Yeah. And that and a Washita do real well for me. So maybe I'll look for a new variety, but I know these are proven winners. Look at the fruit on there. That's beautiful. Looks like we had a bit of wash going here too. Torrential downpours washing out all my mulch. Well, as I like to say, there you have it. The garden's a mess. Forgive me, everybody. I just been so busy trying to bring Arian here from the Philippines, and taking care of her and the kids over there. It's been a full-time job. There's some more teasel. So I'm going to give you a quick look at the Mac Black raspberries. That video got a lot of views, more than any of my others, I think. These are looking good. These are loaded. They're so heavy they're pulling the wire down. I got to get in there and put some supports in. You can see They're turning red rapidly, and even got a few that are in the dark purple stage, so it won't be long till these are ready on here. Same goes. They're in the dark purple stage. It won't be long. A couple days, a day or two maybe. Oh, that one is ready. That one fell right off. Wow, they're good. And you can see we're loaded up here. Look how heavy it is. It's pulling the wire down. I got to get that fruit up off the ground. That's no good. You don't want that. The rain that we got last night made them heavy and it pulled it down. But the sheer amount of fruit that's on here is a lot of weight. You can see how we tipped our new canes here, and this is all new lateral growth coming off the side. And then come late winter, we will shorten them laterals to about 18 inches, 18 inches, something like that. All right, folks, here's the little mini orchard, my little dwarf peach tree orchard, and I got a couple cherries up here. Pop over here, take a look at this white peach tree. I think this is white giant or blushing star, I'm not sure. But hey, I got some nice peaches on there starting. They need a little more time. Unfortunately, this tree was hit by a borer. Oh no, look at this. So much water that we got a peach splitting here. Oh, I hope the rest don't do that. We've just been getting hammered with so much rain this year, it's unbelievable. All my apricots fell off. I don't think there's any on there. That's a little disappointing. June drop, they dropped all right. Yeah, like I was saying, this peach tree here, unfortunately, I'm probably going to lose this because I had a borer get in there, peach tree borer, and it's really girdled the entire tree almost. It's just hanging on by a couple inches of bark. Cherry trees, so damaged from the deer, makes me want to cry. These things should have nice branches coming out on all sides. You can see I got some disease here. They need to be sprayed. The deer have been relentless. A quick pop over here to the tomato plants. These need to be staked. I gotta put 2 wooden stakes on each one of these cages. These are the Chef's Choice bicolor that I take them to auction and sell them too. People pay dearly for a quality tomato. You know, everybody says it's not worth growing tomatoes. If it's not worth growing tomatoes, you just don't have the resources to sell them, because it's certainly worth it to me. All right, rhubarb's making a comeback. We picked it really hard. I stripped this thing down just about to nothing because I didn't care about it anymore. I was going to dig it out and move it anyhow. Move some back there. It's doing real well. It's a little sandy back there, and I get a better color out of the rhubarb back there too, so the pH must be different. Here the girls are coming out, and I'm going to wrap this up and say thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, please comment. It helps us out a lot. We don't get paid for this, but it would be nice if someday we got paid. I need a couple hundred more subscribers, so like and subscribe. Help me out here, folks. It doesn't take but a second to make those little clicks and hit the notification bell so you get all the new videos that come out. And maybe someday we'll get monetized with your help. Thanks for watching. You have a great day. Get out there and do some gardening.